The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm here to talk about starting your own YouTube channel. And so I am far from perfect person when it comes to starting a channel. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I want to share some of my mistakes that I've done over the years and some friendly advice. I've had a lot of help from the YouTube community. I've had a lot of people, Metal Jesus Rocks, Happy Console Gamer, just to name a few, Gamester81. I've had a lot of friendly people, RGT85, Reggie, Kinsey, Kelsey, over the years, say a lot of nice things, supported me, did a shout out on YouTube for me. Just a thank you to everybody who supported me over the years. I'm really excited. I've just surpassed 30,000 subs, and I want to share some of my advice to you, the community. Now, this question comes from a patron supporter of mine, DadGamer280. And so he's the one that really kind of motivated me to do this video today. I want to say thank you. I am going to do a link to his small channel. I just want to support him and his doing his YouTube videos. And like many of my other videos, this is raw and uncut. And so that's kind of my thing, is that I try to be very genuine when I talk to the camera. And so it's not high production values. I never really said I would do that to begin with. So here we go. Alright, tips on starting your own channel, whatever it is. It could be apples, oranges, games, anything. It doesn't have to be video games. In fact, the video game channels these days are much harder to do, but this really could be applied to anything. You need to have a focus. You need to have a focus of whatever your channel you're going to be doing. If you're kind of jumping around all over the place, you may lose people being interested in watching your videos. And so think about something you really want to do. I recommend something that you're passionate about. I'm always going to be a collector first and a YouTuber second. I do this as a side thing, for some game money. I love video games. I have a crazy collection. I started collecting over 25 years ago, and that's why I'm here in front of this camera, is to share this collection. Not many people have a crazy collection like this, and for me, it gives me a reason to pull something out of a box, to load it up, to share that with the community. I absolutely love doing that, and I've had a lot of fun. I've shot a lot of videos lately. Honestly, I'm pretty tired. I got grades coming up in my day job, and so this is because of that, I'm doing a more simpler video today. Do it because you want to. I see a lot of people out there, they hear that YouTube is easy money. No, it's not. And now with their new policy where they're not even giving any revenue for people with less than 10,000 views, it's really tough. Do it because you want to. It's a lot more work than you can possibly imagine. And I'm pretty low on the production side with my type of videos, but it's important to know that it's going to be a lot of work. You need to know that it's going to take several hours per week if you want to do consistent videos. And so that's important to know that. It's not quick money. It's not easy money. It's a lot of hard work. Next, it's important to know to do your research on a particular topic. There's a lot of people doing a lot of videos. Just for video game channels, a new game comes out and there's, over 100 people that are going to be doing the same review. Think about something before you upload it. Look at the other videos that someone's done on a particular subject. It's okay to do a video. Just know that, if you're going to do a video of something that's already been posted, think about saying different content or a different angle, or just do your research. It's important to know that whenever I try to upload something, I try to see what else is out there and then go from there. Don't worry about mistakes. I have made plenty of mistakes over the years. I've countless mistakes. Wrong information. I mean, that's the worst too, because it's once you make a mistake and you upload something, and unless you delete it, it's up there forever. I've made countless mistakes over the years. I try to learn from them as best as possible. I've had great fans and viewers over the years give some great advice. I try to listen to the sound advice. I may not always agree with it. Sometimes, though, honest advice I try to take to heart and try to work on it. It's tough. It's very tough to get in front of a camera and to do videos on a consistent basis. I've done, you know, hundreds of videos. Not all of them have been uploaded. You know, sometimes I've done a video and I just said, nope, not gonna upload it. So be yourself, be genuine. You have to just be yourself. Those are the type of videos that people really buy into. If people feel like you're not being real or honest with them, at least for me, I have to be honest and genuine with the camera. For other people, that may not be as so important, but for my type of video and channel that I want, I try to be that. And so it's really important to just be able to convey to your audience a message. And so for me, it's just to stay positive, to possibly uplift somebody. I have a very kid-friendly channel. I know that some students of mine have watched my channel. I'm also an elementary school teacher, and so I feel that I'm responsible as an adult and as a role model to showcase that on film. On film is really important with me, and so that's kind of my approach. Other people, they may have a totally different channel. They may go for a more mature theme or something else. That's okay. It's not for me though, and so it's important, and it's important for my viewers to know that's kind of what you get with me. Practice if you can in the mirror. Remember to smile. That's the one thing that really, for me, if I'm watching a channel and someone's not smiling, I can tell that they really don't want to do the video. And so for me, I know for some out there that might be harder for them to smile. Maybe they're unhappy. Maybe they're having a bad day or something. But for me, charisma is something that has never been an issue with me. But if you're getting in front of the camera, nobody wants to see you frown for 10 minutes. And so have some personality, do some practicing, get in front of a mirror, do some dry runs. It's really important to convey emotion. Emotion is something that's really important on film. And so that's one thing I definitely recommend to anybody out there that wants to do a channel. One person I really think of that has a really genuine smile is John Riggs. He's just a really genuine person. I really enjoy his videos. He's just got a great smile, and he's very honest. I really love that about him. He's a good guy. John Riggs, if you're watching this, I love you, man. So it's important to have thick skin. I've heard some harsh things on my channel, and I think about them. I delete the people that are just silly, that say silly things. You know, people behind avatars say all sorts of terrible things, you know, and it happens. And you know, sometimes people they see this collection and they have thoughts, or they see my wife, or they see my life, and they have immediate thoughts about me or my family, and then they can't process it, or they can't be happy, or these are people that can't be happy for somebody else, so they have to lash out. And so unhappy people are going to be unhappy, you know, and I try to just not pay attention to it. There are going to be people that are going to say mean comments, especially if your channel grows. There's going to be all sorts of people out there saying all sorts of types of things. Don't let it bother you. Those people that decide that they want to spread hate or something to harm others, just to block them, delete them. It's going to happen. There's just unhappy people out there, and they don't know how to communicate any other way. So it's important to network, but it's also important to be appropriate about it. One thing I can't stand is when someone just puts a link on their channel without asking me, or just on a comment of another channel say, check out my channel. I think that's really disrespectful, and I don't allow it typically on my channel. And so I've worked hard to build my network, and I've networked with others, and I think it's important to be courteous about that. You need to ask someone else if you can put a link or a shout out. Typically on new channels I don't do that. I am working with DadGamer280 on this. He doesn't really know that yet, but he's been so courteous and kind about approaching me and asking me for a shout out and messaging me that I'm going to do that, because he did it the right way. What I don't like is when someone just post in the comment section, check out my channel. I think that that's not being courteous to the person's channel, nor is it proper. I don't like it. It's important to be consistent with your uploads as well. One thing that I really got from Metal Jesus Rocks, who is, again, a very genuine person, he's helped my channel out a ton. I'm not where I'm at today without his support and advice. The number one thing that he gave me some advice early on, be consistent. I know I've had a YouTube channel for a long time. I did absolutely nothing with it. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I was taking just like a cheap digital camera, and I did video. My first video was how big an Atom computer box was, and so I did this video a long time ago, and it was a fun video, but very low production. This is back in 2006, and so I didn't do anything with my channel till about a year and a half ago. About a year and a half ago, I started getting really serious, and that's when my channel took off, because I was listening to the advice of others and being consistent. I started doing videos every week. One video turned to 2, and every now and then now I do 3 videos a week. That's a lot. That's a lot around a full-time job. It's a lot of work. So I try to keep it down to 2. That's manageable for my schedule. I'm going to be gone this next weekend, so I got to figure out, okay, I'm going to be gone Sunday, and typically I upload a video on Sunday, so how am I going to do that? Well, I got to shoot the video early and schedule it and then upload it. It's important to listen to your viewers, engage with them. There's nothing like people who ask questions over and over again that never get answered. That's tough, and it's harder when you have a bigger channel, when you have, you know, thousands of subscribers. It's hard to answer everybody, but it's good to get on your channel if you have your own channel and engage with people that leave sincere comments. I'm overwhelmed sometimes with how many positive comments are on my channel. That's a good thing, but it's important to know people have taken time out of their day to post a comment, whether you like it or not. You know, I try to keep all the comments up unless it's harsh, over harsh or ultra critical. I will delete them. But it's important to know that if someone's leaving a nice comment or spent time out of their day to leave a very long comment, I do try to answer it if I can. It's getting tougher now, and I feel for people that have large channels how to respond to everybody. That's got to be really tough. I have a hard time with it at my small subscription rate as it is. All right, and so finally, it's important to know that when you have a YouTube channel, you are going to need some basic equipment. Now, I started off, as I mentioned before, and back in 2006, I had essentially a camera, and that's all I had. Over time, it's evolved into a couple simple things. You know, I have a simple Sony Handycam, HDR CX440, I think that's the right model number. I've upgraded my camera a little bit. You don't need you can do a lot of videos. I think John Riggs does his videos on his phone, so you don't need a camera. It's important to have some lighting if you're doing a type of video where people are seeing things. My lighting's always been terrible, but it's a little bit better than it used to be. I have a capture card. I use an Elgato HD. I've been using that to capture all my game footage. It's worked out for me. I know there's some other ones out there. That's what works for me. You do need some editing software is helpful. Now YouTube has a simple editor that's free, but it's very basic. Now I don't have a background in film production or anything. I don't have high-end production videos, but I do use Filmora, and it works for me. I recently upgraded to it, and it's basic enough, but I think it does the job. And I do use a Windows computer as well. My computer isn't anything crazy. I upgraded it a couple years ago. And I have a tripod. Got a tripod used at a Goodwill. It works for me. It's better than not having a tripod. I filmed a ton of videos without a tripod. I look back at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. So I've upgraded to having a tripod. It's important doing videos, I think, to have one with whatever you shoot. And it is important if you're capturing video to have a microphone as well. Now, again, I'm far from perfect on all that, but I have some basic equipment. It's helped me out. And hopefully these simple tips help you start your own channel. So again, this is just simple advice if you're wanting to start your own channel. I think it's really important to really emphasize, a lot of people really get nervous about having a perfect video before they upload it. I say go for it. Learn from your mistakes. You know, keep your videos up as well. If it's not perfect, work on it. Work on your presentation, work on your production value, and learn from your mistakes. And so I'm trying to learn as I go, do the best job I can, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So hopefully this simple advice will help somebody with their own YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody who's taken time out of their day to see this video. I am overwhelmed by the support around the world. It's been a crazy ride. I can't believe 30,000 subs. Thank you. Thank you to the YouTube community that supported me. I've had a lot of support from many YouTubers around the world. It's been super helpful. I do 2 videos a week, one on Thursdays, one on Sundays, with an occasional video upload on Tuesdays. Look, recently I've been doing uploads on Tuesdays. We'll see how long that goes. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is the immortal John Hancock. Hats off to everybody. Take care.